Dear listener, my name is Mrinmoy. Thank you for being here with me tonight. Close your eyes. Take a slow, deep breath. Feel your body settling into your bed, heavy and warm. There is nothing you need to do. There is nowhere you need to go. The world outside can wait. The worries of your day can rest. Right now, there is only this moment, only your breath, only the quiet. Tonight, we are traveling somewhere ancient, somewhere sacred. We are going to India, not the India of traffic and crowds, but the India of stone temples, of sandalwood incense, of mantras that have been chanted for thousands of years. We are going to a time between the 8th and 12th centuries, the classical period of Hindu temple construction. A time when temples were not just places of worship, but the very heart of the community, centers of learning, of art, of healing, of spiritual transformation. You are not a visitor here. You are a temple priest, Pujari. For over 30 years, you have served in this sacred place. You have risen before dawn every single day. You have purified your body and mind countless times. You have chanted mantras until they became not sounds you make, but sounds that make you. You have offered flowers and incense and devotion to the divine presence that dwells in the inner sanctum. This is not a job. This is not a career. This is a calling, one that stretches back to your childhood, to your teacher's teacher, to a chain of knowledge that has never been broken. Tonight, or rather this morning, for we are beginning in the sacred hour before dawn, you will experience a complete day in the life of a Hindu temple priest. From the first waking breath to the peaceful rest of midday, let the temple receive you. Let the bells call you home. Let your breathing slow, and let the journey begin. In the pre-dawn darkness, before the birds begin to sing, before the world awakens, the sacred temple stirs. This is Brahma Muhurta, the hour of Brahma, the most auspicious time for spiritual practice. The sages of ancient India discovered, thousands of years ago, that the hours just before sunrise carry a special quality. The mind is fresh. The world is quiet. The veil between the physical and the spiritual grows thin. You open your eyes. There is no alarm. There is no harsh sound demanding your attention. You simply wake, naturally, peacefully, as if the divine itself has breathed gently on your face and called you back to consciousness. Your room is small, simple, a sleeping mat on a stone floor, a clay oil lamp, unlit, sitting in a niche in the wall, a small wooden statue of your chosen deity, your Ishta Devata, on a low shelf. In the darkness, you cannot see the statue, but you know it is there. You can feel its presence. For a moment, you do not move. This is the first practice of the day, the practice of simply being present, of feeling your body lying on the mat, of feeling your breath moving in and out, of feeling the coolness of the pre-dawn air on your face. You breathe in slowly. You breathe out even more slowly. You say the first words of the day not out loud, but in your mind. A simple Sanskrit phrase that you learned as a child, that your teacher learned from his teacher, that has been spoken by countless seekers across countless centuries. Let me remember who I truly am. Let this day be offered to the divine. Let every action be a prayer. You sit up slowly. The darkness is almost total. The stone floor is cool beneath your feet. You stand, feeling your spine lengthen, feeling your shoulders relax, feeling your body awaken with intention rather than urgency. Your small room is within the temple complex. Through the single small window, really just an opening in the stone wall, you can see nothing but darkness. But you know what lies beyond. The great Gopuram, the temple tower, rising toward the sky, the courtyards and pillared halls, the inner sanctum where the deity dwells, and somewhere in the distance, barely audible, the first faint sound of a temple bell. It is time. You leave your room and walk toward the temple's water source. It might be a sacred tank, a stepped pool of water fed by an underground spring. It might be a connection to a nearby river, perhaps the Kaveri or the Godavari. Wherever it is, the water is considered holy. It has been blessed by centuries of ritual use. The path is familiar. Your feet have walked it every morning for 3 decades. You could find your way in complete darkness, and tonight you almost can. The stones are worn smooth beneath your soles. The walls, when you reach out to touch them, are cool and carved with ancient figures. You arrive at the water's edge. The pre-dawn air is cold. You can feel it on your skin. The water will be cold too. But the cold is not an enemy. It is an ally. It wakes the body. It sharpens the mind. It brings you fully into the present moment. You begin the ritual ablution. You are not merely washing. You are purifying. Every part of your body is cleansed with intention, with awareness, with prayer. First, the hands. You cup the cool water and pour it over your palms. 3 times. The number 3 represents the 3 states of consciousness: waking, dreaming, deep sleep, or the 3 gunas, qualities of nature, or the 3 worlds, earth, atmosphere, heaven. The number carries meaning, even if you are not consciously thinking of it. Then the face. You splash water on your forehead, your cheeks, your chin. 3 times. Then the arms, the chest, the legs. Each part of the body acknowledged. Each part honored. Each part purified. Om Namah Shivaya. You whisper as you bathe the sacred mantra. I bow to Shiva. I bow to the auspicious one. I bow to the consciousness that dwells within all things. You dry your body with a simple cotton cloth. Then you put on fresh white temple garments. A dhoti wrapped around your waist, a clean cloth over your shoulder. White, the color of purity, the color of peace. No jewelry, no ornaments, no symbols of status or wealth. In this sacred space, at this sacred time, you are not a person with a name and a history. You are simply a servant, a devotee, a vehicle for the divine. You apply a small amount of sesame oil to your skin. The oil is warm. It has been sitting in a clay pot overnight. absorbing the temperature of the temple. The fragrance is earthy and grounding. Then you stand for a moment at the edge of the water, facing east, watching for the first hint of light. It is not yet visible. The sky is still deep blue, almost black. But there is a feeling, promise, a knowing that the sun will soon appear. You close your eyes and offer a silent prayer. May this day be offered to you. May my hands serve your temple. May my voice chant your names. May my heart remember your presence in every moment. I am yours. Use me as you will. The first bell rings somewhere in the temple. Not the distant bell you heard earlier. This one is closer, louder, more insistent. It is the call to begin. The ceremony of awakening is about to commence. You turn from the water and walk toward the inner sanctum, following the sound of the bells, following the pull of devotion, following the presence that you can already feel growing stronger with every step. You walk through the temple corridors as the bells call out through the darkness. Your footsteps echo on the stone floors. The walls on either side are carved with images of gods and goddesses, of mythical creatures, of scenes from the great epics, the Ramayana and the Mahabharata. In the dim light, the figures seem to move. They seem to breathe. They seem to watch over you as you pass. The inner sanctum is ahead. It is not yet visible. The corridors turn and twist, designed to slow the approach, to build anticipation, to prepare the mind for the sacred encounter. Every temple is built as a cosmic map. The outer courtyards represent the material world. The inner halls represent the subtle realms, and the innermost sanctum, the Garbhagriha, the womb chamber, represents the point where the divine dwells, hidden yet present, at the heart of all existence. You stand before the doors of the sanctum. They are made of wood, carved with protective symbols, darkened by centuries of incense smoke. Behind these doors, in the darkness of the inner chamber, the deity rests. A statue of stone or bronze, but not merely a statue. A dwelling place, point of focus, a window through which the formless divine chooses to make itself visible to human eyes. Only the priests may enter this space, and even then only after purification, only with devotion, only with the proper mantras. You place your hands on the doors, you close your eyes, and you chant, Om.
Bhadram Karnabi Srinuyama Defa.
Badram Pashimakshabir Yajatra. Styrer Anges Tushtivagamstanubi. Vyashima Devahitam Yadayu. Translation: O gods, may we hear auspicious things with our ears. May we see auspicious things with our eyes. With steady bodies, may we offer our praise. May we attain the span of life that the gods have designed. The chant continues for several minutes. The sound fills the corridor. It echoes off the stone walls. It vibrates through your chest, through your throat, through your skull. This is not just sound. This is vibration. This is not a Brahman, the universe as sound. In Hindu philosophy, sound itself is divine. The Sanskrit word for this is not a Brahman, the universe is vibration. Everything that exists, from the smallest atom to the largest galaxy, is ultimately a pattern of vibration. And the most fundamental vibration of all is the sacred syllable Om. When you chant Om, you are not merely making a sound. You are invoking the fundamental frequency of the universe, the sound that was present before creation, the sound that will remain after dissolution, the name of the divine that transcends all names. The mantras you hear tonight are not mere words. They are vibrational keys. Each syllable, each tone, each intonation opens a door to a different dimension of consciousness. The priests do not chant for the gods to hear. The gods need no reminder. They chant to attune themselves, to elevate their own consciousness, to create a sacred sound field that transforms the space and all who enter it. Even if you do not understand the Sanskrit words, even if you have never heard them before, the vibrations affect you. They resonate with something deep within you, something ancient, something that knows these sounds even if your conscious mind does not. The doors open. You step inside the inner sanctum. The space is small, intimate. The ceiling is low. The walls are smooth stone. And in the center, on a raised platform, is the deity. It catches the light from the single oil lamp burning in the corner. The statue seems to glow. The eyes, inlaid with precious stones, seem to look directly at you. They are not cold or distant. They are aware, alive, present. You bow deeply. Your forehead touches the cool stone floor. Your hands are pressed together in front of your chest, the gesture of Anjali, of greeting, of reverence. You stay in this position for a long moment, offering yourself, offering your devotion, offering the entire day before it has even begun. Then you rise. The other priests have gathered now. They stand in a semicircle behind you, their hands folded, their heads bowed. Some are older than you, their hair gray, their faces lined with decades of service. Some are younger, newly initiated, still learning the thousands of details that a temple priest must know. But all of them are here. All of them are dedicated. All of them are part of the ancient chain. You turn to face them. The morning Aarti will begin, you say. Your voice is calm, steady. Prepare the offerings. Light the lamps. Let the divine be welcomed. They bow and move to their tasks. You turn back to the deity, and you begin to prepare for the ceremony that will awaken the temple, awaken the God, and awaken the divine presence in every heart. The inner sanctum is now fully prepared. The deity sits on its pedestal, still and eternal, yet somehow seeming to lean forward with anticipation. The priests have arranged the offerings on a silver tray. Flowers, incense, A small lamp with 5 wicks, a conch shell, a bell. Everything has its place. Nothing is random. The Agama texts, the ancient manuals of temple worship, specify exactly how the offerings should be arranged, exactly which mantras should be spoken, exactly how the priest should move. There is no room for improvisation. The power of the ritual comes from its precision, from its faithfulness to the pattern established thousands of years ago. You light the lamp. The flame catches the oil-soaked wicks and grows, first small, then larger. The light spreads through the sanctum, pushing back the shadows, revealing the details of the statue. The curve of the lips, the tilt of the head, the graceful lines of the arms. You lift the lamp and hold it before the deity, and you begin the Aarti. The Aarti is the most important ceremony of the day. It is the formal welcoming of the divine, the awakening of the deity from its night-long rest, the moment when the temple truly comes alive. You move the lamp in a slow, clockwise circle before the deity. Clockwise, the direction of the sun, the direction of cosmic order, the direction of harmony. The flames trace a circle in the air, leaving trails of light that linger on your retina.
Om Namah Shivaya, you chant. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya.
The other priests join you. The sound fills the small sanctum and spills out into the corridors beyond. The words are simple, just 5 syllables. But these 5 syllables contain everything. They are a complete philosophy, a complete theology, a complete path to liberation.
Namah Shivaya.
I bow to Shiva. I bow to consciousness. I bow to the eternal, formless, all-pervading reality that dwells within all beings and all things. You continue the circular motion. The flames dance. The statue's face seems to change in the flickering light. Now stern, now gentle, now inscrutable, now loving. You explain the symbolism, not in words but in the intention behind every movement. The light represents wisdom, knowledge, the divine illumination that dispels the darkness of ignorance. The circular motion represents the cycle of birth and death, of creation and dissolution, of the endless turning of the universe. The offerings represent the surrender of the ego, the letting go of the small self, the opening to something larger. The Aarti continues. The lamp is passed to the next priest, who holds it before the deity with his own devotion, his own intention, his own prayer. Then to the next, and the next. Each face in the lamp's glow is different. Each pair of eyes looks at the deity with a unique love. But the worship is one. The devotion is one. The divine presence that receives the worship is one. Incense is lit. Sandalwood. The smoke rises in thick, fragrant curls, carrying the prayers upward, creating a bridge between the physical and the spiritual realms. The smell is intoxicating, calming, sacred. It fills the sanctum, fills the corridors, fills the entire temple. Flowers are scattered before the deity. Marigolds, orange and yellow, jasmine, white and delicate, roses, red and fragrant. The petals fall like blessings, like grace, like the divine's own love made visible. You lift the lamp one final time. You hold it high before the deity, and then slowly you lower it. The flames are extinguished. The ceremony is complete. The silence that follows is profound. It is not empty silence. It is full silence, heavy with presence, thick with peace, the kind of silence that exists before creation, after dissolution, and in the spaces between thoughts. You stand before the deity, breathing slowly, feeling the residue of the ceremony still vibrating through your body. Your hands are slightly warm from holding the lamp. Your ears are still ringing with the sound of the bells. Your nostrils are full of sandalwood smoke. The deity gazes back at you, unchanged and eternal, yet somehow different now. Awake, alive, present. You bow one final time. The morning Aarti is over, but something has begun that will last all day. The presence of the divine, invited by the ritual, now dwelling in the temple, in the priests, in the very stones. You step out of the inner sanctum and into the corridor. The sun has risen while you were inside. You can see the golden light streaming through the high windows, illuminating the dust motes that dance in the air. The day has truly begun, but there is still so much to do. You walk through the temple corridors toward the garden. The morning light is golden now. The sun has cleared the horizon and is climbing into the sky. The shadows are long and soft. The stone walls are warm to the touch. The temple garden is a sacred space in its own right. It is not merely decorative. The flowers grown here will be offered to the deity. The herbs will be used in rituals and medicines. The fruits will be shared with devotees who come to the temple seeking blessing and sustenance. You enter the garden and pause for a moment, taking it in. Marigolds grow in neat rows, their orange and yellow heads bright even in the early light. Jasmine vines climb trellises, their white flowers still closed, waiting for the warmth of the afternoon sun. A small tank of water holds blue lotuses, their petals just beginning to unfurl. You walk slowly through the garden, a basket in your hands. You do not rush. Each flower is chosen with care, with attention, with love. You kneel beside a marigold plant and examine the blossoms. Some are past their peak. Some are not yet open. You select the ones that are perfect, not too young, not too old, their petals fresh and vibrant. You speak softly to the plant as you pick the flowers. Thank you for your beauty. Thank you for your sacrifice. You will be offered to the divine today. You will become a prayer. You move to the jasmine next. The flowers are still closed, but they will open later. You pick them carefully, leaving enough for the plant to continue growing. This is not exploitation. It is partnership. The garden gives to the temple. The temple blesses the garden. Everything is connected. The basket fills with color and fragrance. Orange, yellow, white, a few red roses from the bush near the wall. You stand and breathe in the smell of the garden. Earth and water, flowers and leaves, life itself. Then you walk back to the temple. In the preparation area near the inner sanctum, you begin to arrange the offerings. This is its own meditation. Each flower is placed with intention. The marigolds form a base of orange and yellow. The jasmine is scattered on top like stars. The roses are placed in a small bowl of water, their petals floating on the surface. You prepare other offerings as well. A coconut is placed on a brass plate. The coconut represents the divine in material form. The hard shell is the body. The white flesh is the soul. The water inside is the essence of life. Bananas, sweet, nourishing, humble. They are the offering of simplicity, of gratitude for the basic gifts of existence. Sugarcane, cut into pieces, representing the sweetness of life, the joy that comes from spiritual practice. Milk and yogurt in small silver bowls, representing purity and nourishment. Honey, golden and thick, the nectar of life, the sweetness of devotion. Rice and lentils, the staple foods, the foundation of physical existence, offered with thanks. Ghee, clarified butter, pure and golden, used to fuel the sacred lamps. You arrange everything on a large silver tray. The flowers are placed around the edges, forming a colorful border. The fruits and offerings are arranged in the center, each in its proper place. You stand back and look at your work. It is beautiful, not because you made it beautiful, but because the devotion behind it makes it beautiful. The intention, the love, the offering of your attention and care. This tray will be carried into the inner sanctum. The offerings will be presented to the deity. Later, they will be distributed to the devotees who come to the temple. The food blessed, transformed from ordinary sustenance into prasadam, sacred grace. You lift the tray and carry it toward the sanctum. The deity is waiting. The morning offerings have been made. The deity has been welcomed and honored. The temple is fully awake. Now comes a different kind of practice. The chanting. You gather with the other priests in a large hall near the inner sanctum. A mandapa, a pillared space open to the morning air. Sunlight streams through the stone columns, creating patterns of light and shadow on the floor. Everyone sits on the floor, cross-legged, spines straight, hands resting on their knees. Some sit on simple cushions. Others prefer the bare stone. You take your place at the front of the group, facing them. Behind you is a small shrine to Ganesha, the remover of obstacles, whose image seems to smile at the gathering. For a moment there is silence. Then you speak. Today, we will chant the Gayatri mantra. It is the oldest of mantras, the most powerful. It contains within it the essence of all knowledge, all wisdom, all liberation. In the Hindu tradition, A mantra is not simply a prayer or a wish. The word mantra comes from two Sanskrit roots, man, meaning mind, and tra, meaning liberation or protection. A mantra is a sound formula that protects and liberates the mind. When you chant a mantra, you are not asking for something from outside yourself. You are invoking and awakening the divine qualities that already exist within you. The mantra is a tool, a key, a doorway. There are thousands of mantras in the Hindu tradition. Some are long, complex formulas recited only by advanced practitioners. Others are simple, single syllables like Om that contain the entire universe. The repetition of the mantra, the rhythmic sound, gradually transforms your consciousness. Your mind, which is normally scattered among 1,000 thoughts, begins to focus. The vibration of the mantra reorganizes your nervous system, your brain waves, your entire being. After many years of practice, the mantra begins to chant itself. You do not chant the mantra chants you. Your individual consciousness merges with the universal consciousness that the mantra represents. You begin the chant, Om. The syllable hangs in the air, resonating through the hall, through the stone, through the bodies of everyone present. Bhuva Sva. You chant the opening line of the Gayatri mantra, the invocation to the three worlds, earth, atmosphere, heaven.
Tat Savitur Varenyam.
You chant about the divine light, the source of all that is good, all that is worthy of devotion. Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi. You chant about meditation, about focusing the mind on that divine light.
Diyo Yona Prachodayat.
You chant the final line, the prayer, may that light illuminate our minds.
Bhur Bhufashva. Tat Savitur Varenyam.
Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi.
Diyo Yona Prachodayat.
Over and over, the same words, the same melody, the same vibration. The mridangam drum keeps the rhythm. The beats are precise, mathematical, ancient. Each beat is exactly where it should be, exactly when it should be. The sound fills the hall, fills your chest, fills your mind. Other instruments join, bells, hand cymbals, a harmonium playing a simple drone. The chanting continues. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15. Your individual thoughts begin to fall away. The voice in your head that constantly narrates, constantly judges, constantly worries, it grows quiet. There is no room for it in the presence of this sound. The boundary between chanter and chant begins to dissolve. Are you chanting the mantra, or is the mantra chanting you? The distinction becomes meaningless. There is only the sound, only the vibration, only the presence of something vast and eternal, something that has always been here and will always be here, something that you are not separate from but a part of. The mantra becomes the entire universe. Your body, your breath, your separate self, all of it becomes transparent. All of it becomes a vehicle for the sound. And the sound becomes a vehicle for something even greater, the divine presence that the mantra names, the divine presence that is beyond all names. Then gradually the chanting stops. The last syllable fades. Silence. Complete silence. It is not empty. It is full. Heavy with the residue of the chant. Thick with the presence that the chant invoked. You sit in this silence for a long time. 1 minute. 2 minutes. 5. No one moves. No one speaks. No one wants to break the spell. Slowly, consciousness returns. You are aware of your body again, the weight of it on the floor, the breath moving in and out, the heart beating in your chest. But something has changed. Something has been transformed. The chant has done its work. You open your eyes. The other priests are opening their eyes too. You look at them and they look at you. There is no need for words. Everyone understands. Everyone has experienced something. The mantra has brought you together. It has brought you into the presence of the divine. It has reminded you who you truly are. You smile. The young priest Kenti, no, his name is different here, but the face is the same, smiles back. The chanting is over, but its effects will last all day. The chanting is over. The offerings have been made. The deity has been honored. But the temple is not a museum. It is a living place. And like all living things, it requires care. You pick up a broom made of dried palm fronds and begin to sweep the floor of the mandapa. This is not a chore. This is sacred service. Every sweep of the broom is an act of devotion. Every speck of dust removed from the stone is a prayer for the removal of ignorance from the mind. You work slowly, mindfully, moving in a pattern that you have followed thousands of times. The broom rasps against the stone. The dust gathers in small piles. The floor becomes clean. Other priests join you. Some sweep. Some carry water and cloths to wash the stone. Some polish the brass lamps and silver offering trays. No one complains. No one rushes. This is not a job to be finished quickly. This is a practice to be savored. You move to the inner sanctum and examine the eternal lamps. These are the lamps that burn throughout the day and night, never extinguished. Their flames a constant reminder of the divine presence. You check each one, the oil level, the condition of the wick, the brightness of the flame. One lamp is burning low. You refill it with fresh ghee, carefully pouring the golden liquid into the small reservoir. You trim the wick, removing the charred tip so the flame can burn brighter. The lamp thanks you by burning more strongly, its light steady and clear. Burn brightly, you whisper to the lamp, may your light dispel darkness. You move through the temple attending to the various shrines. Each shrine has its own lamps, its own flowers, its own requirements. Ganesha, the remover of obstacles. Hanuman, the devoted servant. Lakshmi, the goddess of abundance. Sarasvati, the goddess of wisdom. Each deity receives your attention. Each one is honored in turn. This is the work of a temple priest. Not glamorous, not dramatic, but essential. The temple depends on this daily maintenance, this constant care. Without it, the sacred space would become ordinary. Without it, the divine presence would become harder to feel. You return to the main altar and arrange the midday offerings. The morning offerings have been removed. The flowers, wilted now, will be composted in the garden. The food will be distributed to the hungry. Nothing is wasted. The temple is a system of circulation. Offerings come in, blessings go out. Offerings are transformed, blessings are multiplied. Fresh flowers are placed in vases. Fresh fruits are arranged on plates. Fresh incense is laid on the charcoal. You step back and survey your work. The altar is beautiful. The colors are vibrant. The smell is sweet. The lamps burn steadily. The temple is ready for the next set of devotees who will come seeking darshan, seeking the blessing of simply being in the presence of the divine. You bow to the altar, hands pressed together. Thank you for this work. Thank you for this temple. Thank you for this life of service. The work is done. Not all of it. There is always more to do. The temple never rests completely. There are evening ceremonies to prepare for, night rituals to perform, tomorrow's offerings to arrange. But for now, for this moment, there is rest. You walk to a quiet corner of the temple garden. Not the main garden where the flowers are grown. A smaller garden, more private, hidden behind a stone wall. There is a banyan tree here, ancient, vast, its branches spreading wide, its aerial roots reaching down to the earth like the arms of a meditating god. You sit beneath the tree, your back against the trunk. The bark is rough against your spine. The roots create a natural seat, shaped by centuries of growth. You close your eyes. The sun is high now, midday, the hottest part of the day. But beneath the banyan tree in the deep shade, it is cool. The leaves filter the light, creating patterns of green and gold on the ground. You breathe in, you breathe out. For the first time since waking before dawn, you are not doing anything. Not preparing, not chanting, not cleaning, not arranging, simply being. The mind begins to settle. The morning's activities replay in memory, but gently, without effort. The darkness before dawn, the cold water of the ablution, the bells ringing, the Aarti flames, the Gayatri mantra, the sweeping and polishing. All of it flows together like a river, one continuous stream of devotion. You think about the purpose of it all, not just the rituals themselves, but what they point to. The temple is a map, a diagram, a reminder. It teaches that the divine is not somewhere else, not far away, not waiting to be reached after death. The divine is here, now, in the banyan tree, in the fountain, in your breath, in the peace you feel. The rituals are not for the gods. The gods do not need your offerings, your mantras, your devotion. The rituals are for you. They are practices to train your mind, to open your heart, to remind you of what you already know. The cleansing in the morning, that is the removal of what is unnecessary. The bells and mantras, that is the remembering of who you are. The offerings, that is the letting go of the ego. The service to the temple, that is the recognition that everything is sacred. And this rest, this quiet moment beneath the banyan tree, this is the integration, the absorption of all that has been practiced. The simple being without effort, without striving, without wanting anything other than what is already here. A young priest approaches softly. You do not open your eyes, but you hear his footsteps on the grass. He stops a respectful distance away. "Sir," he says quietly, "the midday meal is ready." You nod, still not opening your eyes. "Thank you. I will come soon." He leaves. His footsteps fade. You sit for a few more minutes. Then you open your eyes. The garden is beautiful in the midday light. The leaves of the banyan tree are glossy green. The water in the fountain sparkles. A butterfly drifts past, orange and black, on its own mysterious journey. You stand slowly, stretching your arms above your head, feeling the spine lengthen, the muscles release. You walk to the temple kitchen, a simple building near the garden. The other priests are already there, sitting on the floor, leaf plates in front of them. The food is simple: rice, vegetables, a thin dal, a spoonful of yogurt. No meat, no eggs, nothing that required the taking of life. You sit with the others. You eat in silence, mindfully, each bite a meditation. The rice is warm. The vegetables are tender. The yogurt is cool. You are grateful, not because the food is special. It is ordinary. It is the same food you eat every day. But the gratitude is for the ordinariness itself, for the fact that life continues, that the sun rises and sets, that the temple stands, that you are here in this body on this day able to serve. The day at the temple continues. There will be evening offerings, more chanting, more ceremonies. There will be visits from devotees seeking blessings and guidance. There will be more cleaning, more careful attention to the sacred space. But this moment of rest in the garden, beneath the banyan tree in the stillness, this is the heart of it all. The Hindu understanding is that the divine is not separate from this moment. The divine is not somewhere else, waiting to be reached after you die or after you achieve enlightenment. The divine is here, now, in the tree, in the breeze, in your breath, in the peace you feel. The temples, the ceremonies, the mantras, they are all fingers pointing at this truth, that consciousness is eternal, that your deepest self is connected to all existence, that you are not separate from the divine. And in this understanding, a profound peace arises. Not the peace of escape from the world, but the peace of understanding your true place in it. As the day progresses and evening comes, and as night falls and the stars emerge, the temple will continue. The lamps will burn. The mantras will echo. The devotion will continue. But you, resting now in this sacred space, have done your part. You have kept the tradition alive. You have maintained the connection between heaven and earth. You have served the divine by serving the temple and all who come here. Rest now knowing this peace. Rest knowing that you are not alone, that you are part of something eternal, something infinitely greater and infinitely more intimate than your individual self. The afternoon sun warms your face. The banyan tree shelters you. The fountain sings its quiet song. You close your eyes again. Your breathing slows. Your body sinks deeper into the grass, into the earth, into the present moment. There is nothing to do. There is nowhere to go. There is only this, only now, only peace. Sleep now, dear listener. Sleep knowing that tomorrow the sun will rise, and you will rise to greet it, and you will begin again. But for now, there is only rest, only peace, only the quiet presence of the divine, watching over you, holding you, welcoming you home. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.